Well, good afternoon, viewers. Today we have an '09 Highlander. It's a little long in the tooth. And it's here because, well, it was actually here last week. You see the rocker panels are not long for this world. It was here because the AC wasn't working, and I charged it, put dye in it, and you can see the oily residue on that clamp for the rear line here. So the rear lines are compromised. Now these rear lines run down here underneath this shield, cross over the drive shaft, over top of the exhaust, then over here, then down this side. I pulled the insulation off of here so I can measure the diameter of the pipe. As you could probably imagine, we're not fixing these lines. I think they put the lines in and then set the body on the truck. Actually put the lines in, put the subframe. It'd be ridiculous to try to replace these lines. So we're going to cap them off. And it's nowhere to get at them in the engine bay. I guess you could try here. If that's the line. No, this is the line. This is the low pressure line. So this is the high pressure line. So maybe I'll try right here. There's no oily residue up there. I was going to take this cover off and try right in here, but my hoist pad is in the way, so I'd have to let it down and reposition this. So I might try and put them right here. This is what I'm going to use here. 800-994 and 800-992 is a 5/16 and 1/2 inch plugs, caps, made specifically for blocking off the rear lines. Now I've already evacuated the system. Yeah, I think I'm going to try right here, because I can pull this line down slightly to work on it. I might drop this cover and have a look in here. So I did pull this plastic cover down because it's easier to get at than up inside here. And there's the 5/16 one. So that goes on like so, and then the cap. You're supposed to put mineral oil on it. I think I'm going to use some PAG oil, but that's it. And then we'll cut this other line and pull it down gently and do the same thing on the 1/2 inch line. I had to run some emery cloth around the exterior surface of it. So there's the two caps on the lines. I'm going to leave this cover off temporarily until I recharge the system so I can check it for leaks. I put a piece of hard sponge between the, I guess those are brake lines, so that they don't vibrate. I don't see any other compromised clamps on these lines, but we're going to recharge it now with the charge amount that would be required for front AC only. So I'm drawing it down to a vacuum right now with the machine. According to the service information, it's 0.6 kilograms without rear AC and 0.8 kilograms with rear AC. So there's still a little bit of line on there, so I'm going to charge it to about 0.65. I'm sure that should be okay. So I'm going to set this to recharge to 0.65. I don't know why this machine doesn't remember the last setting. Start. We're not putting any oil in it. So it'll charge to almost the recommended amount that it's going to tell me to close the high side service port and start the vehicle. Sometimes if the vehicle is warm, it won't accept the charge. Okay, so it says close the high side coupler. Press continue. And then start the vehicle. I'm going to start it. Continue. Charge complete. And low side pressure is around 28. Let's open the high side service port. About 130, 125, 130, then to 28. So I'm sure it's blowing cold air now. Yes, it is. So we're going to raise it and check those fittings for leaks. So I tried with my electronic tester and I was picking up refrigerant, but it was coming out of these blunt end lines. There's still refrigerant in the lines that I cut off. So I use soapy water and there's no leaks, as you can see. So we're going to put this cover back on and call this one fixed.